Hello, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. 1 a.m. here in Dhaka, Bangladesh right now. I'm going to re-review rather, Jeremy's fragrance Office for Men. And you must be wondering why am I doing this again? Because the previous one was actually full-on review from a general sample that my brother gave me, and that was on loan. But actually was fortunate enough to get the full presentation from one other brother, Anis Zaman Bhai, who bought the perfume and I collected on his behalf. Before I returned to him, he asked me if I would like to review it. Actually, I took it. I wanted to see the presentation, so I'm gonna give more of like conclusive review today from my part. So some like few points to remember. You must always understand one thing: each review is one viewpoint. It's not absolute. Second thing, fragrance reviews always should be honest, based on what you get, what sort of value do you get in terms of price and the packaging, the product, smell, longevity, everything considered. Is it a good deal? So that's the thing that we reviewers do, and I'll try to keep it as unbiased as possible and from my side. But again, it might look like biased towards him, unbiased towards him. I cannot help that. I can help people with that sort of sentiments, but I am gonna try my best to give you an overall picture of this fragrance and Jeremy himself, because there has been a lot of talk, and he's the ultimate talk of the Fragcom. So let me do the review first, then I'll let you know if my last few point, which video I said it's up to you if you want to buy it, but I said it was not like 10 out of 10. So let's see if that changed with the packaging. So first of all, one thing I would like to say that this fragrance is the second batch or third batch rather. The bottle also they changed. They gave a new bottle. You already have seen that bottle look like kind of like Dolce & Gabbana. These bottles, bottle design, but not exactly same. Like this kind of bottle with that toilet paper roll kind of a cap. They gave like this. There was no cap on that. Even this one looks good with that cap. So this one I just got it from randomly from one fragrance, but never mind. So the new one looks different. Is it better? Is it worse? You guys judge. And the prices now, I think he's offering buy two get one free. So the prices around these are like around $200, I guess. If you convert it to our country, from our country currency to US dollars, it's around $200. So let's say the breakdown is you buy two fragrances. Okay, if you buy one, just the one is $200. You get one. But you buy two, you spend $400 and you get one bottle for free. Same exact fragrance. So you basically will pay if you buy two. If you buy actually two, you get one, so you get three, and that will be around roughly around $133 per bottle, which is still not cheap. It's around $100 plus for his fragrance, and the fragrance comes only in 100 ml. I think EDP concentration, that's good. And the packaging, let's hit the packaging. First of all, the packaging, I do not have my other white boxes. The box is pretty much like this. It gives you a silhouette of the bottle. I don't know if it's called silhouette or just the figure or shape. That's what the sprayer is. It says Office for Men, pretty empty white. Kind of looks like Hugo Boss reversed, that one packaging. EDP 100 ml, side nothing much, back they mention Germany, made in Germany. Up there nothing much, and bottom looks like this. And they have a batch code which is 3299. So thanks Anis Bhai once again for letting me review this, by the way. So this one you can confuse it with a tester box sometimes also because white, but doesn't matter. It's a standard box. Now the bottle. This is the new bottle. They actually have thankfully a cap now, and this kind of looks like, if you have seen clear bottles like CK2, I think there's another fragrance. Was the other one. It kind of looks like the Jaguar fragrances, but without that ridges. One other fragrance bottle it reminds me of is, I forgot, I think it was Xenia, one of the Xenia fragrances. So pretty simplistic looking bottle, and the bottom got the sticker. So these caps, it's snug fit. Okay, you can pick it up, no problem, but it doesn't click. But if I show you the cap, it's one of very cheap looking caps. Okay, because it's kind of flimsy and it's not the toughest cap. It's not most quality caps. If you look at quality caps, I'll show you one quality cap. I'll show you two, in fact, in this price range. All right, I'm just giving you a comparison from A to Z. So these two are Amouage and Parfum de Marly. They come pretty much in the same, I would say, price range. These are niche perfumes. Look at the cap of these and look at the cap of like Amouage. I'm showing you because they are the same price range. This one has a jewel from Swarovski, and this is a crown and a very heavy metallic cap, and that is also magnetic. Another one I'm showing you, the Parfum de Marly is not magnetic, but this one, the cap itself is 1/3 of the bottle's weight. It's so heavy, it's pure metal, and it does click onto place. So these caps look like proper cap for expensive fragrances. So the cap, not really happening for me. The bottle looks very, very simplistic. Just giving you side-by-side comparison. This is Zara. Okay, this fragrance reminds me of Zara bottles. Look at Zara bottle. Simplistic, right? Similar, and this one actually looks better in my opinion because it's got thick glass. This one is okay. I mean, looks nice, nicely cut, polished, but this one also comes with magnetic top, Zara one. So that is nice. But I'm not trying to like put Jeremy's fragrance down, I'm just giving you comparison. So also the box, if you also talk about the box packaging, this is, if you buy just the one bottle, it's around $200, right? So this is the packaging. I'll show you the Amouage packaging. This is how Amouage boxes come if you have never seen. These are hard boxes with that podium, with all the cushioning. Inside got protection. This is what I call presentation. Look at the thing. Look at the beauty. Also, I would say Issey Miyake, their special line. This is even 1/3 price of the Jeremy's perfume. This is that packaging of Issey Miyake Noir Ambre. That's where the bottle stays, you slide out. So even Rayon Tradition have nice bottles. So packaging, it doesn't justify the price point for me. Okay, so that is the packaging and the price I told you already. So let's spray this and talk about it. One other thing, this neck, if you see here, this kind of neck quality, you open any other fragrance. Let's talk about Jeremy's favorite perfume, La Nuit de l'Homme. You see it has a nice sort of a cover here, so that would actually look nicer. This looks pretty much like fragrances of Just Call Me Maxi, which is $10 cologne. You see that? I'm just giving you comparison of value. This and that has similar sort of atomizer, but the spray is much better than this quality wise. So let's spray this, talk about the juice, okay? And you guys know that this is going a bit long because this is a full-on review, in-depth. Good mist, nice sort of a sauvage sort of a spray. So now coming to the smell, first of all, the longevity and projection. Okay, the longevity and projection is pretty damn nice on this one. I mean, I will tell you, it gets you the day's coverage, not the 24-hour mark, but it pretty much covers your, let's say, working, going out, the weather is kind of nice, it will cover half the day. Okay, so longevity and projection is pretty good. Projection is really beast mode for the first 2 hours, then it goes still good for 2 more hours, then it's pretty much close to the skin. Overall, you're gonna get like 7 to 8 hours from it, longevity. It's not the strongest scent that I have. I have much stronger scents, but it is good. Okay, longevity and projection is good. Smell wise, how does it smell? It smells, I will tell you, it smells pretty familiar territory, like other reviewers will tell you. It smells like kind of like Aventus, kind of like Sauvage, kind of like, not like Prada L'Homme. It smells lemony, citrusy, and also there is this Nishan Hachivat minus the milky sort of a dry down, which is much more prominent, much more stronger with the pineapple. This one gets me like that sort of pineapple, lemon, ambroxan sort of a base. So Alberto Morillas created it, like many other fresh perfumes he did. So it's pretty well done perfume. Let's say if this was a designer release, this would be a pretty high-end designer freshie. Like it will give Sauvage a run for the money. But wait, I'll tell you one other thing. The smell doesn't smell like a niche perfume. For the price, if you buy Hachivat, which is around roughly in Bangladesh, say $100, you get 50 ml. I understand, but if you convert it to 100 ml, it still is 200 ml. So Nishan Hachivat from let's say Turkey, that fragrance has double the performance of it, and the smell pretty much smells like Aventus, but it goes different direction on the dry down. So you just get an idea. This is more like upper, higher class, higher end designer kind of a fragrance. So the next smell wise, I'll give it 7 out of 10. So the thing is, this is supposed to be office for men, pretty simplistic. I'm not gonna go bashing him like Fragrance Brothers. I watched his review actually. I found it very entertaining. But this actually, I would agree with a lot of other reviewers. It's not really good for work. It's not really safe for work because it's gonna be too cloying, you know, for office environment. If you're sitting in cubicles, people actually may like it, but some people may feel do not like fragrances. Some offices have like rules, do not apply, fragrance free zone, sort of things like that. So it's a good fragrance. You can just minimize the number of sprays. You can still wear it, but do not overspray in office. Okay. um, Another thing is, this is not the most mature, like 30-40 years plus men's fragrance. Anybody can wear anything, but this smells very youthful and juvenile. So youngsters who like Dylan Blue, Savage, Aventus even, you can try it, no problem. So casual. And now the price. I think let's come to the price, which is the factor everybody's saying is too expensive. Even at $133, the quality of this, it depends. Okay, if you are insanely rich, this is not going to bother you. If you love Jeremy, if you like to support him, more power to you, no problem. I'm not going to criticize you for that. But let's see what are the alternatives you can get for the price of, let's say if you just buy the one, $200, what you're going to get. You're going to get Prada L'Homme 150, cheaper than this. You're going to get Dior Sauvage EDT 200 ml, cheaper than this. You can get La Nuit d'Homme 200 ml, half the price of this. You can get Stronger With You Intensely, which I recently bought and reviewed by Armani. You can get a big bottle of it at a fraction of a price. You can get Creed's 75 ml bottles within this price range. If you add a little bit more, you can get a full-on bottle. And you can also get Amouage cheaper than this, 100 ml, made in Oman. And also you can get 300 ml of Mugler cologne, which all these fragrances mostly are hyped by Jeremy and reviewed, and I know and love, like Amara, Dylan Blue. If you look at John Varvatos Artisan Pure, if you buy the biggest bottle or multiple bottles, those fragrances are much better value because they're well priced. So consumer overall, like, look at Jeremy, because he has been reviewing all designer fragrance and he became popular. And once he released his fragrance, is super expensive. It's not for everybody. It's mostly for rich people. So you can say like he is going for the glory, success. There's nothing wrong with it. He's making money. He's selling well, I guess. But the price, general consumer point of view, I would say this is way overpriced. If it was $85, it would be fantastic package. And I believe if it's going for $85 budget, many people will buy it. I'll just write it down. Many people buy it, and it will actually give Savage good run for the money. Okay, these are the good things. So the fragrance is mass crowd pleaser. That's what they're going for: fresh, long lasting, projecting well, and ambroxan base. It's a very common DNA mix of few fragrances. It's familiar territory, nothing that you're looking for. Oh, there's the exotic note there that I never smelled before, and not going to happen with this one. This is pretty much a known territory. So next one, let's go for a few things. Let's rate this fragrance. I am going to give this fragrance rating of still 7.5 out of 10. The value for money, it's not out there. But again, if you have the cash, if you want to support Jeremy, you can buy it. But here are some things I want to say out there. If you do not like the guy, if you hate the guy, or if you do not like his style, or you don't want to support him, best way is not to watch his channel. Like personally I do this. If I do not like someone, I do not think they're genuine, if I think they're like sellers or how to say, promoters or influencers just promoting a product, I would just unsubscribe from their channel. You can do the same. You don't have to pay and buy his fragrance. No one is putting a gun in your head. You can invest or don't invest. Take it easy. This is a fragrance game, like Chad said. I would say agree with him. But let's say some of the points I wrote about him. He wants why I'm not going to buy the fragrance. First of all, it's not cheap. Another thing is, I saw a video. He met Tom Ford, I think, yeah, and he met also Creed, and he actually met many other reviewers, Steven, Max Forte, but he never actually gave anybody his bottle as a gift. So I don't know, he doesn't have to do it, but if it was independent review, if you gave this fragrance to every single reviewer and tell them, like, you give bro, you bash it whatever you want, and you just give the opinion you want, even if you want to give it to, if I made a review, if I made a fragrance, I would give it to people, but I'm not making. So that's the fact. He did make, so credit goes to him. But again, Dan Norton is also coming out with a fragrance. Okay, I think I'm very interested in that one. I think it's called Gravitas, if I got the name right. It's around 75 pounds to 80 pounds price range, which is gonna be good. But this fragrance, if he gave it to other reviewers, major reviewers, let's say Mark couldn't review it, I know, but Steven, Max Forte, you give it to any other reviewers, and they gave their honest opinion, I think that would be much more nice. That would be much more wonderful. Many people, his supporters, would actually appreciate that. Okay, so when you stand there next to the reviewer and try to influence him, trying to say this is the best, and you are saying everything, that point, the fragrance, it kind of takes away people's sentiments away, because people want to see unbiased review. Second thing is, he mentioned something like to Tom Ford that I'm the leading fragrance influencer or something like that, because he got the numbers. But I'll tell you one thing, it's a criticism, positive constructive criticism, that Jeremy, for his stature, he has the numbers, he has the most numbers in fragrance community, he's selling fragrances, he's very popular, but his content is just 224 videos. If you see Mark 1300, I have seen reviewers. I'm not going to talk about my channel because my setup is very simple. I do not get that kind of views, but so far so good. 3-4 years I got 8.5 million views. So I made about 1400 plus videos. So I expect Jeremy to make 3000, at least 1000 videos, to do really unbiased reviews, because people actually watch him. They like his confidence, his dress sense, dressing sense, is the way he talks, charisma. He could have brought so many other fragrances. So I actually liked his older days videos a lot more. I keep watching them, where he used to sit out, casually talking, wearing a hat, happy, innocent, and kind of like it was not all about money. So nothing wrong with it. People, not everybody can make money. Understand this. Making money is not easy. So I'm gonna finish this in 20 minutes. I'll try to finish my points. But once people make money, many people get jealous. Some people may feel butthurt. Some people may feel that he is actually being a scam. I saw one reviewer who has long hair. He said, I used to support him, and now I don't think. I think he's a scam. I also supported Jeremy. If you go and check Jeremy Joy Amin, and you see what's wrong with the community today, I actually supported him when he was being attacked by many reviewers. But putting those aside, the fragrance, if he's the leading fragrance influencer, and then the numbers are there, it doesn't really mean he's the best reviewer out there. And I'm gonna say it out right there today. I like him a lot, but I think we have much better reviewers in the community who are passionate, who are honest, and who give much more elaborated description of a fragrance, like Mark, Al, Coach Rob 619. A lot of reviewers, like I would say Steven, of course, Brooklyn fragrance lover. If I can go on all day, I would actually 20 fragrance I can from top of my head. But I would expect Jeremy to make more content, not delete his videos. He makes videos, they get thumbs down, and he keep doing this. My fragrance is crushing everybody else. Kind of disrespectful, dude. I don't know if something's gonna happen to my channel, whatnot, but I'm gonna say it out there. It's not really. It's nice that you boast about your fragrance. You can do whatever you want, but when we support you, we respect you, look up to you. We always watch his videos, right? And we actually like to see these things, not from, let's say, the leading influencer, right? And the thing I would say, the one time he said, last point, he said one time that fragrance is gonna be double the price and the formulation is gonna be different, and there was some sort of misunderstanding. Let's say the fragrance, the first formulation with the first bottle, they sold. It was supposed to be limited number, so many people bought it as an investment, so they would sell it later in the pages. But actually, it turned out to be there were much more. They said they're gonna produce more. So some buyers obviously felt like angry because they invested the money. So end of the day, you can still buy the fragrance, you can decant it, you can sell it, you can resell it, you can wear it, and many people are gonna buy it and support it because it has that popularity. So I do not exactly agree to many people. I have seen one comment today saying that he's the most smartest and he's the successful one. Money is not everything. Success is not counted just by money. Success is counted by how many people trust you, love you, and they actually follow your work, and how much contribution you have for the society. It's not about women, it's not about bling bling or a Ferrari. So these are the things that I think putting off a lot of people. I think Jeremy can still work these things out, and he will always be rich and successful. I pray the best for him, and I really am happy that someone from fragrance community got to that point and he became rich. So that's kind of something like a dream come true. So Office for Men, more power to him, more glory. I'm not gonna bash this fragrance because it's overpriced only. The fragrance is a good fragrance, fruity, fresh, youthful, kind of like a good performer. So overall, I'm still staying with 7.5 out of 10. If the prices went down to $85, it's gonna get 9 out of 10. So that's that one factor. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope I could cover all the points, and hopefully nobody got offended. it was not my intention. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh.